yeah, I'm re-uploading this video onto my channel, but I'm slightly editing it a bit. So if you guys don't know, so a bunch of viewers of mine reached out to me and said that it was probably the Mario Kart bit that I added in this video that Universal Studios didn't really want. So I'm gonna edit that out, and we're gonna try re-uploading this video and see if Universal likes that. They had taken down my previous video. Hopefully not this one. I don't know. But again, this video contains spoilers for Universal Studios Japan. So if you don't want to be ruined by Nintendo World and you don't want any spoilers, back out of this video. But for all of us who are eager to get into it, let's dive right in. I am a huge fan of theme parks. I constantly watch videos about them online, and I'm a huge fan of Nintendo. Love their games. When I found out the two were going to join together, I got very excited. So let's check out everything we can expect to see at Nintendo World. Before we start, be sure to watch Universal Parks News today. They took a lot of footage of this park and went very in depth. Most of this footage came from them, so give them a look, link in the description. Now let's get into the park. As soon as you enter the park, you'll notice numbers on the ground to represent high scores. Some of these numbers are very specific, so I could imagine many of these being an Easter egg, perhaps a date of some kind. In front of the land, you'll see green pipes that Shigeru Miyamoto jumped out of, and it looks like you can indeed go in these to take celebratory photos, which will definitely be the first thing I do when I enter this park. And what a wonderful entrance. The pipe signifying you jumping into a new world with lights and sound effects. It's beautiful. You'll make your way to Princess Peach's castle, which takes a lot of inspiration from Mario 64's hub. We got the painting of Bomb Bomb Battlefield and Tiny Huge Island. I wonder if anyone's tried to jump into these. Depending on what side you're on, you'll see these pictures or an evil Bowser Jr. with a magical paintbrush. Stepping out those doors, you'll see a beautiful land in all of its glory. People go into Yoshi's rides, all very beautiful. A big thing with theme parks is its interactivity. If you purchase these power-up bands and hook them up to your phone, you'll be able to interact with various activities in the park. There's 6 to choose from: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toad, and Yoshi. Now, which one of you guys are thinking of getting? They all look great, but I got my eye on the Luigi one. You can even bring them home and they have amiibo support. Oh boy, more amiibos. Yay, more stuff for me to collect. You can test your bands on various enemies in the park to unlock keys, like knocking over this Goomba right here. Poor boy, didn't stand a chance. There's more keys to get, but first let's check out one of the rides. The first one we'll visit is Bowser's Castle, which is completely stunning. Walking up the stairs, you'll be greeted by the menacing Bowser statue. A fun fact I love about this queue is everything is Bowser sized. All the doors, books, it's a fun touch. There's also plenty of trophies, and we get a good look at Bowser's minions. It kind of looks like, in a way, a factory. Maybe this is how Bowser gets all of his bombs. Before the ride, you'll get to see a type of tutorial before the ride begins. It shows you all the ways that you'll be able to get points in this game. I also love that the characters representing you look like Mii's. Fun touch. You'll be able to get shells to shoot at enemies and turn correctly to get coins that will make their way into your app. Alright, so this is the spoily part. Universal Studios doesn't really want me to show this part here, so I won't, because I don't want to get on that company's bad side, but I can explain it to you guys. So basically, you're getting a form of AR goggles on your head. They look really cool, they look awesome, and basically it's projected like characters, carts, shells onto the environment, and it's just kind of like a slow-paced ride with AR pasted over it, and it's a little slow actually. It's kind of slow. From the footage from what I saw, but the AR looks really fast, so I can imagine you being on that ride would be extremely disorienting. So it's a little shaky, it's a little all over the place, but it looks incredibly fun. You don't have to wear the AR goggles to participate inside it, because there's projectors to help you immerse inside the scene. There's air that blows on you from like cloud enemies and like going fast, and you can get high scores from shooting your shells at enemies if you're wearing the AR goggles, and it looks really good. This is definitely the one thing I'm looking the most forward to when visiting this place for myself, but it is a little slow, it is a little finicky, but yeah, that's all I'll let you guys know. Back to the video. Let's make our way to Mario's Motor Gift Shop, where you'll find all sorts of references. On Mario and Luigi's hat, you'll find Famicom. That's a fun one. This shop looks unbelievable, with Mario Kart references, tires, gliders, oil cans. They look amazing. You'll also be able to buy these very fun item box items with Mario Kart traps on them, and also wind back carts. All these look amazing. I'm definitely looking at this windbreaker. Moving out, let's go ahead and jump into the underground tunnel. Just outside, we can see an interactive queue with power-up mini games. If you get the big mushroom, you'll be able to play a quick game of hitting blocks to get coins, and if you get the freeze flower, you can freeze Goombas to get coins. Moving along inside, there are bombs everywhere ready to explode. As you walk through, you'll shrink to tiny size, and there is also another key you can get by having your team assemble a puzzle under the bomb. These little cues look super fun. Getting out of there, I think it's time to go interact with some Mario characters. You can find these guys in various stations, and instead of guys wearing Mario hats and overalls, they're actually just Mario characters in cartoon form. I adore these designs. They're all very friendly. They also blink, and they can say pre-recorded lines. You can meet the Mario Brothers, Princess Peach, and Toad, who is very interesting. I assume he has some sort of bar in his suit. You can twist to move Toad's arms around. I'm very sold on the illusion. You can take photos with all of them, and very excited to meet Mario. What about you guys? Which one's your favorite? Next, we are on our way to Toad's Cafe, where they sell beautiful Mario related treats. You can go up to the Toad as he talks to you. He seems like the friendliest guy. You can also take a seat in the stunning cafe. There are screens everywhere that are supposed to represent windows so you can see the outside world. You can also see the kitchen as the Toads make your meal. I assume they're very clean. Now, all these food look great, but I'm really looking forward to eating the Super Mario Pizza Bowl. Burger also looks good too. I don't know. They all look great. After a nice meal, it's fun to visit Yoshi's Adventure Ride. This ride is a great way to get a full view of the park. Inside these lines are also interactivity with queues, which also includes Toadette. Hopping on, you can also see many animatronics such as Yoshi, Poochie, and Captain Toad. I'm a huge fan of animatronics. I can't wait to see these guys for myself. Next up, we have a battle with Bowser Jr. If you collected all the keys in the park, you'll be able to face him with a team. This area has graffiti everywhere with some familiar ones. You'll get a very cute tutorial and a very fun fight. Your shadow is projected on a screen. You want to swat away bombs, duck from bullet bills, and hit blocks to receive power-ups. If you throw enough bombs at Bowser Jr., you'll be able to take back the golden mushroom. There it is, in all its glory. I always love finishing the day at the gift shop, and there's a lot of stuff I'd like to get my hands on here. These keychains look fun, and so do these grabbers. I'll buy 12, please. Thank you. You'll also find stuff like these pens that have little motors in them to make the boost sound effect. You gotta love that. Blankets, shirts, hats, tissue box holders, chocolates, cookies, toys, and I definitely want to grab that walking Mario toy. If you get these keychains, you'll also get a little opening year badge on them. There's also this badge dispenser over here, which kind of looks like the penny crusher machine. But because they don't have pennies there, I have no idea what they could be used for. Well, that was the park. There's plenty I missed, so if you want me to dive deeper, let me know. Be sure to check out Universal Parks News Today. They go really in depth with their look at the park and where most of the footage came from. Thanks again, and I'll see you in another episode. Goodbye.